All right, day 4. So although you know that this 2-week group is just an introduction to intermittent fasting, I know you must always have a question of what should I eat during this 8-hour window you keep talking about? So as you've heard me probably repeatedly say, the key to amazing health and fat loss is to lower our insulin levels. Intermittent fasting most certainly does that, but there is another way to lower insulin levels and increase fat burning as well, and that's eating a higher fat lifestyle. Now, I know for some of you that probably instantly puts up a big red flashing light because you've been taught for a long time by the government and the media to think that it's bad. But fat is not bad, actually. In fact, the right fat is incredibly good for you, and it's the key to long-term health and weight loss. So I won't go into all the details about how the sugar industry has demonized fat in order to keep the export of sugar up and the monetizing of it. But I encourage you to do some research yourself to see what you were taught these past 40 years, if it was for profitable gain or for our health. So now that it is becoming more common practice to lower your carbohydrate intake, people are increasing their protein and living like a more Atkins style or paleo lifestyle. And although we do need an adequate supply of protein in our diet, too many people are actually eating too much protein, and that's not good for us either. With the fear of fat and knowing that carbohydrates should be lowered, a lot of people are left thinking that's really their only choice of something to eat, when in fact, the best thing you can do is to keep your protein at an adequate amount, which is about 35%, give or take, and of your calories, of course, 35% of your calories is what I mean. And then depending on your activity level, your carbohydrate should be around 15% of your total calories. So with that being said, the rest of your calories are going to come from healthy fat. So that means we're talking about 50% of your daily caloric needs coming from good old-fashioned fat. So there's a lot of fat out there, and just like there are a lot of healthy and unhealthy carbohydrates, there's also a lot of healthy and unhealthy fats. So you want to avoid any and all vegetable fats, all of those. You want to avoid processed fats and fats that come from animals that aren't raised in their natural environment. So the best places to find healthy fats are from meat and butter from grass-fed cows, wild-caught fatty fish like salmon, pasture-raised poultry for meat and eggs. There's also nuts, coconut and olive oil, seeds, avocados. There's a lot of options for some healthy fats, and they're pretty yummy as well. So honestly, the secret, for me, being able to stay lean consistently for as long as I have and still enjoying life has been a partnership of both intermittent fasting and eating a high-fat, lower-carb lifestyle. The two go together like bacon and eggs, or celery and almond butter, or just almond butter in a spoon if you're like me.